Well, lucky for me, it missed me. I just sat outside in 100-degree temperatures all day. Nice.
Sucks to suck, nerd. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Outcrowd podcast, episode number 186. Everybody always told us our opinions didn't matter. As it turns out, they're right. What's going on? I'm Quack.
I'm Jared. And they were absolutely right.
100%.
I know for a fact that my opinion doesn't matter. Without a doubt.
Unless you voice it on Twitter and get 1,000 follows and likes and retweets, and then it becomes a fucking thing.
Whatever. And we're back.
Nice. Buckets.
That's an easy. To be fair, that's an easy shot. Why don't you try it from over here around the corner?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's making that one.
I almost made it once.
Didn't you used to try from that seat and still miss?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That used to be your spot.
Yeah, I missed it all the time. So what are we talking about today? What are we doing? We're obviously down Zach, because if we remember right, without actually saying or doing it, he quit.
I like how Livid asked on the Discord, like, did he really quit?
I think Colton's at fucking TwinkCon 2021 in Texas.
Yeah, we tried to get it while there was at least 3 of us, but no.
No.
Yeah, I talked to Zach yesterday. He said he'd be back for next week.
Did he ask if we've been vaccinated yet?
He
to
did.
make sure it's safe for him to come over?
He did not.
Does he want to see our vaccination cards?
I mean,
I can say this because he's not going to listen.
Oh, yeah. No way.
He's like all but forgotten about us.
Yeah, he's literally, he could probably listen to every single one of the episodes because he's just in the warehouse all day, or I guess all night.
Yeah, hanging out with a bunch of Latino gals.
Oh, really?
He is the minority in that building. He better brush up on his Espanol pretty quick.
Yeah, I called him. I figured he'd be asleep. I didn't think he'd answer, but I called him at like 11 o'clock. He answered, and he sounded like death. I was like, are you asleep? He's like, yeah. We talked for a minute.
Yeah, it's like his one night off or something, because apparently they go hard at Amazon for Prime Day, and apparently it lasts like...
Well, it's Prime Week, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't have any idea. All I know is they keep charging me.
He said he got put on... He worked like 2 weeks, and it was supposed to be 40 hours, 410s. And then they told him, like, oh, surprise, it's Prime Week. We need you to work 5/12s.
We need you to work really hard. We need you to work 70 hours for the first time in your life, lifting little tiny boxes.
70 hours for the first time in his life. Hasn't he done like 100
loading,
GMP?
Yeah. Loading people's little fucking trinkets into boxes and then shipping them out.
I mean, I enjoy it. I ordered something from Amazon the other day, and it showed up the next day.
There's several times I've talked about it here. I've ordered stuff, and it showed up the same day.
That's quite nice.
I asked the one guy, I was like, how did you know I ordered this? Because it was just 3 hours ago. He's like, I don't know, bro. I just drive the truck.
Throws it at you. I gotta go.
And I was like, God bless you. Be safe.
Well, I believe 100% in what Amazon does, because the other day, doing this build, I've running all over the place to find things I need, and I'm looking for that gold mirror synthetic vinyl. Mm. So I was like, fuck, I'll just go to Joann's and see if I can find it, get my hands on something. And I went to like Joann's, and I was at Home Depot, and I went all these places, and I found like one of the things. Like, I came home with just like glue, as opposed to all of the things I went shopping for and couldn't find. Yeah. And like, as soon as I got in my car, I was like, oh, look, it's on Amazon. It's on Amazon. It's on Amazon. And I was like, I'm done. Like, this is why I don't shop anymore, because Amazon just has it.
But you need social interaction, even if it's when you get pissed at someone because they don't have what you need.
Yeah.
You need that. That's healthy.
Well, there was also like going to Joann's. I don't like doing that as a.
Do you feel like when you go into Joann's, your testosterone levels come down and your estrogen levels go up?
And I feel like all the women seeing me just walk around by myself are like looking at me to see if I'm gay or if I'm shopping for my wife.
It's the same. It's a safe assumption that if a bro goes in there and he's coming out with arts and crafts stuff, he's gay. Yeah. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm already walking around awkwardly. And then I can't find, they've got like 1,000 rows of different types of fabrics. And I don't know fabric. I'm like, I just need synthetic vinyl. I don't even know where that would be found.
And as the girl's scrolling through her TikTok, she's like, I don't even know what that is, bro.
Yeah, so I couldn't find it. And then I found something that I thought might work. And I was going to buy it. Just like a yard of it to test and mess around with. But then there was like 14 people that had pulled their little tags to get their shit cut. And I was like, I can't do it. And then there was like 4 other things that I needed, but I spent so long looking for the fabric that I just was, fuck it, I'll just get it all on Amazon.
So you found your fabric on Amazon?
Oh, yeah. I found, yeah.
Yeah, but you could have taken that opportunity to bitch at one of the employees for that social interaction we're talking about.
The employees were incredibly busy. Like, they were having to do the thing where they're like, can we get some help in the fabric cutting area?
Or just walk up to one of them and start bitching and, say, you just lost a customer for life. Have you seen that IKEA guy?
No.
He's like, oh, really? You think I own IKEA?
Oh, yeah.
I'm a part-time employee halfway through a 2-week notice.
Yeah.
You got to get that.
I'm just not that guy.
I know, but you should be. Show your ass a little bit.
I was already disgruntled enough.
Go in and knock some shit off the shelf.
And the way they have that store set up, there's an in and then out, but like the out, you know how like most stores there's an in and an out, but no one fucking cares. But so the out on this Joann's, you have to go past like the cash registers, and there's like aisles set up for it. So I was like, I'm going in the out, or I'm going out the in, and I walk up to it, and they're automatic doors, and they wouldn't open. So I like walked like within 2 feet of it, and they didn't open, so I had to like stop. Oh.
So I had to go through. Totally face plant the window.
Yeah. So then I had to go through all of the fucking cashier aisles to get out. I was like, God, these people are going to think I'm shoplifting or something.
Well, I like the fact that you tried to go against the grain. Intentionally.
Yeah.
I like that. So good job, man. You did it.
I did a thing.
Yeah, you did a thing.
I didn't succeed, but...
That's okay.
It is what it is.
Your shit will be here tomorrow.
Yeah, I already got one of the things I ordered. So, fuck them.
Fail.
I also had to go to Jiffy Lube, which was a nightmare.
Had to get the oil changed?
No, I had to do the emissions and the registration.
Your pay your taxes to drive your car on the roads that you pay taxes to drive on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck them. I'm out.
And it was like a Tuesday.
I'm going to North Mexico.
North Mexico?
The Canada one.
I feel like they make you pay taxes for your vehicle as well.
Yeah, I didn't think it through.
Yeah,
I just said it for the sake of saying something shitty.
Well, it was like a Tuesday, early middle of day, like maybe not even noon, and there was like 5 cars in front of me, and the entire lobby was full, and I didn't want to do that awkward thing where because like their chairs are smaller than this. I didn't want to like squeeze in between 2 people.
Walk into an establishment where it's already nut to butt, and then go nut to nut with some dude as you're trying to creep through.
Yeah. So I like gave my keys, told him what I needed, and I went and stood outside. I was like, I've stood outside in the heat before. I can do it for an hour and a half.
Yeah, but you also didn't have anything else going on.
Yeah. But it was still fucking annoying.
Sure. And, yeah, rightfully so. You bitch about it the entire time. Even though you don't have anything going on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then there was a lady there that was like, you could tell she was really antsy. Like, she really wanted her shit to be done. And so
pulls a gun out.
Yeah. She was like
waving
really,
it around.
Like, ready for her car to go. And I don't even know if it was in the shop. But what I do know is she was in there either before me or right at the same time as me. I got my car, left. I went to Joann's, couldn't find shit. Actually, I went to Home Depot first, didn't find what I wanted except for glue. went to Joann's, couldn't find shit. And this is all in like the same area right down there in Riverdale. Mm. And so I came out of Joann's, which is right by that Jiffy Lube. And as I'm heading back towards Riverdale Road, she was standing outside, like pacing, like arms folded.
Headbutting the cinder block.
Yeah. Like, I was amazed. I was like, the guy came over and was like, we'll get to your car and get it done as fast as we can. And then like 2 hours had passed, I'm passing, and she was still there. I was like, your car's fucked.
I think you burn it down. I think you pull a piece out right there in that lobby and start pointing at people.
She's got to throw down.
Yeah.
Either that or she was probably driving a car with like no brakes and no oil. And,
probably.
And they were like,
She's like, what does this light mean? And the hub's glowing red.
Yeah.
Is this bad?
No oil, no tranny fluid. Tires like bald. No brakes.
The hub has completely fused itself. It has now become one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not driving right, and there's a weird sound. And as soon as they open the hood, they're like, yeah, it's...
My work truck. I am not joking. It's got enough miles that you could have driven it to the moon and probably orbited it and started your journey back. That fucking thing died on me twice on the freeway today.
Oh, yeah, that's SCI.
Yeah, I was like, hey, this needs to be fixed. They're like, all right, we'll get to looking for one for you. I'm like, shouldn't you have started that 3 fucking weeks ago? I mean, this thing's Uggs, dude. It is ugly. I don't even park it in front of my house.
You park it around the corner.
Yeah. I ain't having it.
I feel like every SCI truck, I guess the project managers normally have decent trucks, but most of them are pretty fucking shit.
They're rolling in some rigs, dude. They bought brand new Dodge Cummins 5500s, like.
Nice.
And then there's Jared in his 2004 Ford F-150 V6. Fucking vents are broken, so the AC blows everywhere but at me. Sometimes I just wonder if it's worth it when I'm driving this piece of shit home.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
You can hear it misfire here and there, and you're like, fuck. Dude, I'm not getting on the freeway.
I had my last work truck I had there was a Ford F-350 with the crew cab, like the half doors, the metal bed and the bins and everything. And I remember I used to live with Zach in that South Ogden apartment. So to get there from SCI, you go down the hill on 89 and then back up the hill. And this truck, for weeks, like they were trying to diagnose it for weeks, but like they couldn't take my truck in because there wasn't a truck that I could use. And it was like it had no power on hills. So like even on the freeway, if there was like a slight hill on 215, I would start to lose speed. And that hill going down 89 and back up, there's a few times I had to pull over and just drive in the shoulder at like 5 miles an hour to try and get up the hill.
Does the turbo quit working?
They tried they said there was a misfire, so they replaced, I assume, just that one plug, because why replace them all, They did that plug, it still did it. So then they did like the fuel pump, still did it, and they had to do like all the fuel lines and do the whole thing, and then it was fine.
They replaced the entire motor with a crate motor, and it still doesn't. They're like, I don't know.
Basically.
Sorry.
Have fun driving on hills. And
you can go buy your own.
Yeah. It was fucking sketchy.
And this truck, I don't even fit in it very well. I'm a large fellow. I don't fit in this thing very well. And my first vehicle was a Toyota Corolla.
Oh, like the safety SCI vehicle?
Fucking knees right here by my ears as I'm trying to cruise down the road. But it's not mine, and I'm not paying for the fuel, so I guess it's fine. But I don't want to dying on the freeway either.
That's not a good time.
All of a sudden, the power steering wasn't there. I was like, huh. Good thing I'm in the slow lane, since this bitch can't get fast enough for the fast lane. I'll just pull off here, and it was Dad, and I fired it back up, started running. I was like, okay. And then I hit the gas, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Nope.
I was like, all right, well.
That's like down under. That's like down under level.
No, they're worse, dude.
SCI or down under?
Down under.
Oh, yeah. Down under is worse, but I'm saying that's like something down under gives you.
By a long shot, because SCI doesn't have many of these junk vehicles anymore. They've got a few. And all the good ones, all the new ones, they're being used. They're out working.
I mean, there was one that Zach and I had, and the only reason we found this out was because of Dave. But like, you know, the diesels when they clean their exhaust filter, and if you don't clean the exhaust filter like 3 times when it prompts you, it then doesn't want to drive because it needs to clean the exhaust filter, but for fucking whatever reason it can't. We would just, you'd just be driving it and it would just die. It would say pull over safely now. There wasn't like I'm losing power. It was just like pull over safely being now, and then you have nothing. You have to pull over, and then you could either wait like probably 15 to 20 minutes to start it again, or you could pop the hood, put the key on, and get out with a like the marker flags you use to like mark they mark utilities with.
Yeah, I'm very familiar.
You strip the flag off of it, and you put one on the positive side of the battery, and then you open this little like safety. It's just like a connection, electrical connection, but it was for like some safety device. Open, you put it into the positive, and then you shove it in there. And if I turn the key, as soon as it went, so you could jump the truck, you could bypass, but then you had to plug it back in, and you could drive for a few, 20 more miles, and it would do it again. Like it took Zach and I one time to get like 3 or more 4 hours to get home from Logan, and the truck just made it here, not even 2 down under. It was awful.
Well, what else is going on in the world? You got any stories? Have you done anything?
No. I did watch a movie.
What movie did you watch?
That new Netflix movie with Liam Neeson, Ice Road something.
Ice Road Truckers. Put on a big screen.
But yeah, it wasn't a documentary. It was like...
Was he trying to rescue his kidnapped daughter and kicking ass while he's driving this big rig down the road?
No, it was...
saying cool shit in his sexy voice.
Like, the premise actually seems kind of cool. The movie's not bad, but there's some things that they did that I think are beyond stupid. But there's a mine explosion in like North Dakota, and they got to get like a wellhead to it to get people out. Like a wellhead to release the methane and then have oxygen so they can blow it open and get them out. So they have 3 trucks go with everyone. Every one of them is loaded so that if something breaks, they can still keep going, and they have to go an ice road to get there within 30 hours. Which I think is a cool premise. Like, ice roads are scary. They could have a bunch of, like, crazy things happen on the ice, like, whatnot.
Were there any monsters or aliens or anything? No, probably out.
They turned it into this whole, like there was a bad guy. Like, sabotaging and trying to kill them.
Does Deadpool make a cameo?
No. I feel like he might as well have, though.
I'm probably out, I think.
Because instead of it just being like, we need to drive across some sketchy ice, go over a sketchy bridge, and go through, like, there was all these things that were like, oh, this road sounds crazy. Like, this could be semi-interesting. And then they were like, plus there's a bad guy with trying to kill you. And so
with a nuclear warhead.
Yeah. It just becomes like this whole thing where it's like, this is
random fucking truck driver has to save the world.
Yeah. Like, it just seemed...
That ice road trucking stuff is cool. It's fun to watch.
Right? That's why I figured this would be kind of a cool movie to see that. And they had it like... I don't know. It was just stupid.
But with Liam Neeson, my underwear always end up around my ankles, and we don't even need to say the rest.
He wasn't even like a guy. His brother that was with him was a vet, but Liam Neeson was just a driver. So this bad guy was like kicking the fuck out of Liam Neeson. I was like, this isn't right. Like, Liam Neeson's the guy.
I've got a very particular set of skills.
Yeah. He needs to be killing them.
I'm good at driving this truck.
Yeah.
As he's getting his ass beat with chains.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad movie, but it was, like, as soon as the added drama of there being a bad guy started, that's when I was like, I'm kind of out.
All right, rate it. Oh, actually, what's the name of the movie?
I don't know what the actual name is.
Give us the name and rate it. Tell us where you found it. So
it's a Netflix original.
All of our 2 listeners can go and check it out if they would like.
Yeah, I'm not like, you shouldn't avoid it. Like, if you want to watch it. But it wasn't. Me no likey.
Are you gonna tell us what it is?
Oh, it's just called Ice Road.
Ice Road.
The Ice Road.
The Ice Road. You heard it here, people. Now rate it. What do you give it?
Out of what, 10?
10 big rigs. Scale of 10 big rigs.
I would give this like a 4.5.
4.5 big rigs?
Yeah, 5 is average. It was an average movie, but I was disappointed by the added drama of a bad guy.
Has Liam Neeson officially become a B-list actor?
I don't know. He's still a good actor.
Sure, but these movies...
He's taking some questionable movies. He's doing what...
Nicolas Cage.
And...
Steven Seagal. Who are we?
Steven Seagal was never a good actor.
Chuck Norris.
No,
Wait,
Mark Wahlberg.
Edit Chuck Norris out. Cause
Mark Wahlberg started taking every role he could get.
Yeah, but these were big budget movies, dude.
Yeah, but he was taking like Transformers. Like,
we can't leave without Optimus.
Of course, they Optimus. Yeah, they were big budget, but they were terrible movies.
Sure, but I really feel like Liam Neeson's going the B route. Just taking anything and everything that comes his way.
Maybe he just needs money.
And like, look, dog, you got this voice that just wets people's panties, and that's not enough. Give us that good shit you used to do.
The first Taken was amazing.
Yeah.
Second one, I don't know that I remember the third one.
Yeah, they got into a third, didn't they?
I think so.
I didn't see any. I saw the first one. I said, this is where this ends for me.
I think I saw the second one just because I enjoyed the first one. And then the second one was very bad, or very subpar. I was like,
I tried watching this shitty Nicolas Cage movie.
Which one?
It's new. It was like a year old. I can't remember. He's like in the Navy or some shit. No. Something like in
Annapolis. That's James Franco.
Yeah, which was a good movie.
Yeah.
I'll look it up, but I got like 10 minutes in. I was like, yeah, no, I'm probably just going to either go to bed or try to swallow my tongue so I don't have to finish this.
His latest, he's just been taking anything.
But Nicolas Cage, to me, he's the shit.
He's fun. Like, The Rock, great movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and that game, The Division, they have a tribute to him when you do like the little emotes. You know, at the end when he's
with the flares.
You can do one of those. So I mean, he arrived, and then like didn't arrive, but he's still there. I've got a Nicolas Cage pillowcase.
Nice.
Yeah, with those fucking piercing eyes.
Yeah. He blames it all on living at that house that was in the coven of American.
No, yeah, that's what he said, but it's because he would buy like rare skulls for like $20 million.
Well, he moved in that house, and then he said it like haunted him, and then he was buying stupid stuff, and then his accountant, I think, screwed up or stole a bunch of his money or something and left him poor. He basically blames everything that's gone wrong on living in that house.
Yeah, well,
I also don't know why he would buy that house.
I don't either. I wouldn't even consider it. No. I wouldn't even think about it. I don't even want to go in it.
If I had enough money to buy whatever house I want, I'm not like, oh yeah, this one for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not a believer, but like I'm so dumb that my brain would convince me that there's a ghost in there. And then I'm all fucked up.
And then everything that goes wrong you can blame on that house.
Yeah. Or Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Because Nicolas Cage visited and pissed the ghost off for buying all those skulls.
Nick pissed the house off.
Gall darn it, Nick. Cheese grommet.
Cheese.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at the symbol it was showing me.
La 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 la. Eh.
Fucking name.
I saw that finger flinch like you were going to try to hurry and do it.
I was.
They call me the landlord around here when it comes to the clicky boardy thing.
Do they?
With the butthole on the back.
Fucking do they?
So anything happened in Florida lately, or?
Did you like that fucking iFunny video I sent?
Today?
It was a couple days ago, I think. Ah, see, so it was saying temp. I don't know why. It's not even hot in here.
Alert. Alert.
It's not even hot. None of it is hot.
That's because you bought a shitty Sony camera from China.
From
You
China.
piece of shit.
Fucking China, bitch.
Or Japan. Whatever. Bro, I was in Google Maps today. Google Earth, sorry. And you know when you zoom in and you can see actual like city, like blocks, it's got the names. Mm-hmm. Everything started coming up in Korean. And I was like,
Why?
I don't know. It just started doing it. Like the street names.
Did you also enable like Google Translate?
No.
Ah, hurrah!
No, everything was fine. Also, it was like Korean. The city name or the street names were in Korean and all this shit. Turns out Salt Lake City in Korean is Salt Lake City, according to that. I think.
I would imagine that Korean would have a translation for salt and lake and city.
Then it was changing most of it then. Anyway, I didn't get figured out what I needed to figure out, so guess what we're doing tomorrow?
What are you using Google Maps for? To like map out what you're doing?
Running line stuff.
Ew.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, give us a story, man. Like, any crackheads stealing cop cars or anything?
I mean, Florida be Florida, you know?
Yeah. But I feel like they're trying to be better. And I don't appreciate it.
No, I think it just calmed down because nobody could go outside.
Well, guess what? We're back. And they've been back for a while. So...
I mean, there's a couple of them. Naked Florida man humps tree, punches a deputy.
Okay. All right. See, this is what we were asking for.
Doesn't sound like there's much to that story. This one's good.
Nobody high on fentanyl walking their alligator down the sidewalk with a leash?
I'm sure.
Certainly.
Florida man steals ambulance from hospital, drives it into mud.
Okay.
Didn't really end in a high-speed chase or anything, but...
So he's out mudding.
Yeah.
Got
took
stuck.
Ambulance mudding. Yeah.
And he's like, all right, well, it's not mine, so I'll just leave it right here.
Gets it stuck. He's like, well, that was fun for a minute.
That was cool for one pass.
I'm sure it was like not very far either. You don't have to go very far in Florida to find mud.
Especially up in that fucking panhandle or whatever they call it. Or wherever the hillbillies are at. I read somewhere that Florida's hillbillies can rival anybody's hillbillies.
I would imagine so.
I need to see this for myself. I need to make a trip.
Just to find hillbillies?
Yeah.
I'm going to like wear some Kevlar and be prepared, like have some, bear spray or whatever just in case.
Yeah. Bear trap.
Yeah.
With bear spray.
Take a armored vehicle so they can't like break in and kill you.
Yeah, those people on fentanyl.
I ain't scared.
They'll chew through some armor plating, so you better be careful.
Yeah, you gotta be prepared.
Well, is that it? Is that all we've got?
You're the only one that's out in the world. What's happened out in the world? Yeah, some of these are like from the same... I've seen these ones before.
My boss yelled at me today. Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted to hear?
Why?
He didn't. Todd Manning.
Yeah.
It was him.
Isn't he another project lead?
He's the executive project manager.
He's the manager of the managers?
Yeah.
He's like the shit?
He and Jerome. There's only two of them.
Do they still have their West Jordan office?
Yeah, that's where I spent my whole fucking day today.
No, I haven't done anything out in the world. Florida. I scrolled down like two more, and they were two that have been up there forever.
You watch any good porn lately?
No, not really. Standard stuff. Midget, clown. Just what you normally go for.
Midget, clown, black dude.
Yeah.
I got you.
Nothing crazy. I haven't really watched... I watched that one movie. I don't think I've seen anything else that's new.
What are you currently binging? Besides whatever that was I saw. What's the YouTube person's name?
That was a Twitch stream.
What was the person's name?
That was T.O.
T.O. How's T.O. doing these days?
Pretty good.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I haven't really been watching a lot of him because he's been playing a lot of Rocket League, which is fun, but if you're not playing it, it's not exactly... I don't enjoy watching it unless it's like the tournaments, because the tournaments are fucking insane.
Rocket League seems like it has its surges. Like it'll kind of die off a little bit, and then it's right back through the roof.
Yeah, its player base is still fairly high because it's gone free to play now, so it's doing pretty well.
That's good.
But yeah, I just needed something to be on the TV that I didn't pay attention to whilst working.
Okay.
Bitch.
I know I don't want to see another Mr. Beast video or Dude Perfect. I just don't want to see it.
I can't help you there.
Those children that live in the house, that's all they watch. And they've like turned into actual shows.
Yeah, they're like whole full-on productions.
Yeah. Mr. Beast is like, this is why I'm better than you. I'm going to light off $600,000 in fireworks.
His last one was, I'm going to spend 50 hours in jail. It's like, wow, cool. Like,
okay.
How is that a fucking thing?
Have fun. Don't drop that soap.
You mean you're going to have a bed and a toilet and 3 meals for 50 hours? I mean, what's that? That's only 6 meals? Like...
You said 50 hours?
50 hours, 48 hours. So, yeah, you're getting 6 meals. And it's not like he's going to an actual jail. I'm sure it's like an empty one that they're in control of.
Well, that idiot's got so much goddamn money, he probably built a real version of it in his basement. Or rented out a fucking warehouse and built a jail cell in the middle of it.
Yeah, I can see that. It's probably just a room that they put up with,
As he's passing out diamond necklaces to all his friends. Oh, that was Dude Perfect.
And Lambos.
Yeah, Lambos.
I don't understand how it's amazing entertainment, but...
I'm so uninterested in YouTube. It's ridiculous.
Well, like, you go from being a YouTuber to, like, being a high-paid YouTuber, and then the next step from there, if they take it, is, like, production.
You get into rap and start producing your own videos.
Yeah. Or like Jake Paul, become a boxer or whatever. Fighter.
But that's the thing, though. He's not a boxer.
No.
He's not. You don't play boxing. Step into that ring. He's calling out like Mike Tyson or one of the Logan Pauls.
Yeah.
He was calling out Mike Tyson. I'm like, bro.
The one just fought Mayweather, but like Mayweather didn't even try. Like he
and that wasn't a real fight. Like,
no, there was
nobody could lose that.
Yeah.
Nobody could win that. And if someone was getting beat up, the ref was going to stop it.
Yeah. So Mayweather didn't even try. He said, I was surprised at how good he was or something like that. And it was like, yeah, but you could have had him down in the first fucking round.
Go in there with Tyson. I know Tyson's old, but he's not going to play box with you.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're going to do that kind of shit, you got to actually do it. Don't just pay someone $1 million so that you can spar with them.
So to be clear, Logan and Jake Paul, they're not boxers.
No.
Not even at all.
No, there's several different people that have gone different routes, but eventually it just becomes like a whole production. Like,
I think if you make it big, that upper echelon of YouTubeism, I feel like the appropriate next step is porn.
There you go.
Your own brand.
I could see some PewDiePie porn being pretty fucking popular.
You got the hots for the poods?
No, I just imagine that if he decided to do it, it'd probably go gangbusters,
He'd have some epic POVs.
Yeah. People would be all over that. Well, have you seen the, like, meta for Twitch now? Is hot tub streams. Literally just a super hot chick sitting in a hot tub. and there's like 13,000 people watching.
While she's texting her BFFs, LOL.
She's just sitting there talking to chat, and like I hopped in one day just to see what was going on, and like every other message was getting deleted because I'm sure they're offensive and terrible.
Oh yeah.
And then
of course,
one's in
you don't
between.
Get in there and say, "Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful."
Yeah, well,
you get in and say something nasty.
That was it. It was like, "Oh my god, you're so hot. Oh my god, I wish I was that pool floaty." And then like in between that was like 5 that got deleted.
I'd love to be her toilet seat right now.
Yeah, and then like I could probably find it to see if there's one up, but like,
these stupid fucking girls.
Like the whole premise is she's just sitting there looking hot, and then if you donate or subscribe or something, she like either writes your name on.
She'll pull her bikini one way real quick for you.
She writes her name on like the pool or like the floaty or herself, depending on I don't know. It's really fucking weird. I don't remember what the name is.
This is a crazy world. Why can't I be like? Why can't a billion people think I'm cool and just send me money for no reason? And then, like, if something bad happens in my life, like I order the new iPhone and it doesn't show up when it's supposed to.
But here you go.
And people say thoughts and prayers.
That's it. She's live right now. What is it? Does it say how many people are watching? Should be in, like bottom left or something.
I don't know, bro. That's a little small for me.
Turn my phone sideways.
525 subs, name on board. I don't know.
That's subs. Click the screen a little.
But I mean, she's working it over there.
Let me see it all.
She's working
Let me
it.
see if I can see how many people are actually watching. 13,318 people are watching this.
And each one of those simps is sending her $5.
Yeah, she's making fucking bank right now. And that's it. Like she's just sitting. That's it. That's the whole stream. She just sits in a. They call it hot tub, but it's just a pool filled with water inside. There's also ones that are really popular that it's just trying on outfits. Try something on. How do I look? And then leaves. And then I assume comes back in some other new outfit that probably costs $1,000.
And to get more money, they show like.
Side
accidentally
boob.
Show part of an areola.
Yeah. Oh, side boob, sorry.
Oh, sorry, LOLs.
Yeah, that's like the big thing on Twitch. And I don't understand how it's not against terms of service. Because it's like almost softcore porn.
But you can't see anything because all those screens on there.
Well, that's not always there. I closed it. Like those screens only pop up sometimes. And then it goes back to regular.
I could see you tugging into that.
I could see a lot of people tugging into that. I feel like that's the fucking point. But then, like, she can do that and have her conscience clear because she's not actually doing anything, you know?
Yeah. What a crazy world. I wish I was that cool that a billion people liked me and watched me sit here and eat French fries. And then when I complained my iPhone 12 didn't show up on time, they send thoughts and prayers my way.
Dude, you know what we should do every time that there's only going to be 2 of us here? Just mukbang it. If it's only going to be 2 people and we're like...
Mukbanging's cool, man.
We should just order a shit ton of food every time there's just 2 of us and just sit here and chew into the mics.
ASMR type stuff.
Yeah. Well, these fries are so good.
I don't think our 2 listeners would enjoy that.
Yeah, but then
we're not hot. We don't have tits hanging out. We're not dropping our tits into the nacho sauce from Taco Bell by accident.
Then we can find 2 new viewers who that's all they like.
Yeah, there you go. It starts with 1.
We can put it out as we can also add to it and say not just a podcast but ASMR, and not just ASMR but mukbang. See, then we're just diversifying.
And then not just mukbang but foot porn.
And then not just foot porn, but fucking.
I think we need to do this.
And then we make our OnlyFans.
We're gonna build this pod up.
We're gonna make it into a production like everybody else has.
And OnlyFans.
Yeah.
We're so stupid.
I would push for some type of stream to do this live with a camera, but I don't got like $3,000 to put into equipment just to run that.
Right. But what you do have going for you is you don't have a job.
Right. Well, we'd have to build a whole new PC to have a stream PC separate of
What
my
I'm saying
PC.
is you got all the time in the world to make it work.
Right. I mean, I could build the PC. I got the time, but I don't got the money.
I mean, I don't either.
You gotta have a stream PC. You gotta have a cable that runs from that to the PC that runs it to this. And then that's just a whole nother thing.
Yeah. To hell with it. We'll just be losers the rest of our lives.
Talking to ourselves and two people.
Yeah.
What's up, those two people?
Since the one is only physically here and the other just isn't at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't even text to say hi anymore.
Oh, what a bitch.
I'm not even sure if I remember what his voice sounds like.
And
I don't really care.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. His voice was gayer than I remember. Like, wasn't as great as I remember.
Had a liberal tone to it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, today's his last day to celebrate. Tomorrow, he's going to vomit up all that gay pride he's been storing up. It's his last day. He better make it count.
He's got to start doing those tweets, those posts, sending them out.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I'd be interested to see if he listens to this.
There's no way.
No.
I guarantee you he didn't listen to the one we did
He'd
last
rather
week.
listen to like Joe Rogan or something.
Yeah, 9-hour pod where they just talk about just the same kind of shit.
Space and fucking weed.
Yeah.
That's it.
Those are only the ones that are acceptable, though.
And conspiracy theories.
Yeah. The other ones are like talking to other fighters about random shit.
About this pillow that they're sleeping on. And conveniently, it turns into a pillow ad.
Yeah. That fucking cube pillow that the ads are all over for.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck off.
I get a fuckload of ads for Xfinity. And they're really bad ads. And that really upsets me because I don't want Xfinity.
Yeah, but...
They're like, sign up for Xfinity now and get the free box that plays all the shit.
Well, they pay attention to what you're doing. They've got an algorithm for you.
I just watch a ton of...
These ads are tailored to your needs.
Well, they just push like Netflix. With Xfinity, you get the box for free, and with the box, you get all of the shows, and it's like, my Xbox does that, and I don't have to pay $300 a month for my Xbox. I just pay for the internet, and the internet's not even close to what you guys charge. Like, with apps, you can see all TV. Because Hulu has live shit, and I think there's a couple other that do live stuff.
If I'm watching a show on, I don't remember what it was, Hulu or HBO or what the fuck ever, and it's got ads, I'm not watching it on there. I'm out.
Yeah.
The entirety of my day is loaded with ads.
What have you been watching The Office on? Is it on that Peacock, their new app? NBC's new app?
Oh, they did move it over there. No, I've been watching it somewhere else. Maybe Plex. And Plex is one of those ones that'll throw ads in your shit.
Yeah, well, the like Peacock came out with, NBC's, and they have all of The Office and all of Parks and Rec, and I watched all of Parks and Rec with ads, and it about fucking killed me. But I was not going to pay another like $7 a month for Peacock for like 1 month to finish a show.
Yeah. We've got so on the 15th, we're moving.
Ew.
To a different house. So we're on the west end of Gentile. We're moving to the east end. We're going to have to sign up, new internet. And I think the only thing available up there is Comcast. And we're going to have to jump through all those hoops of telling them, no, we just need the internet. For the love of God, for the 100th time, no. What is your address? I'm going to blow your fucking house up. So we're going to have to go through all that again.
Yeah, it's not a fun experience.
What is your address? I'm on the way.
I've got some C4. I've got some white powder.
Fuck, dude. And these spam phone calls that have been coming through lately.
Yeah, there's been a fuckload of them.
You can block them all you want. But it is not going to slow it down.
I answered one on accident the other day while I was waking up. I didn't realize it. Like I think my alarm had gone off, so I was like semi-conscious. And then my phone started ringing, and I remember like looking over, and it was scam likely, and I thought I clicked end. Went back to sleep, and then I could hear someone talking through my phone. So I like started paying attention, and it was just some, just one of those. I can't remember what it was, but it was just one of those spam bullshit calls, and they were still talking. And I looked up, and as soon as I was about to hang up, they hung up. I was like, oh, cool. Sorry. Left you on. I let you. I can't remember how long it was, but it was like 2 minutes. They were trying to talk to me, and I was asleep.
I had one call me, and I answered it because working at SCI now, there's a whole bunch of new phone numbers that are
just flying through
calling me. So I answered this one, and they told me there was a class action lawsuit against me. And they asked me to tell them my social security number, and I started laughing. And the guy said, sir, this is a serious matter. I said, well, if there is a class action lawsuit against me, why don't you read it to me? And then he tried getting other info out of me. I was like, I started messing with him a little bit. And not very much, but I just said, this doesn't seem all that authentic.
Yeah.
This seems like you're trying to rob me. And then he hung up. So I didn't even get to have the fun with it. But, I mean, that's where they're at. Oh, there's a class action lawsuit against you.
Yeah, I got the...
Then they named some big fucking corporation that is, like, handing down this lawsuit.
I think I got a class action lawsuit from the IRS. Or no, the IRS was... Or no, Social Security fraud. I got Social Security fraud. I think I also got class action lawsuit, but I didn't answer that one. They just left, like, a really long voicemail.
Robotic voicemail.
Yeah, but I got...
Please send your
Social
payment.
Security. Apparently, I had been stealing from my Social Security.
Please send your payment to this P.O. box in Pakistan.
The one that I remember was back taxes for years that I didn't work. And I answered that one. I asked a lot of information.
When you were in junior high and high school?
I was in high school, didn't have a job, and they were like, you owe taxes for the years of... It was like 06 to 09, and I was like, that was junior high to high school. So I just kept asking him a bunch of information. I got like his badge number, and I got like his superior's name, and I got all the information, and I wrote it down while I was in the work truck. And then he was like, yeah, so I need you to pay X amount of dollars to X amount of thing, and you got to do this, this, and this, and if you don't do it within a day, you're going to have a warrant out for your arrest. And I was like, that's cool, bro. I can't do this right now. I'm going to go eat lunch. And he was like really trying to keep me on the phone. And I was like, bro, you don't understand. It wasn't Cracker Barrel. What's the other one? What's the other buffet place out here? Golden Corral.
Cracker Barrel's not a buffet.
I think it was maybe Golden Corral.
Which is near Cracker Barrel.
I don't know. We were at one of the buffets that's pretty decent, and especially for a working lunch. It was like a Friday. We were going to go get a buffet, which meant we were going to be there for like an hour and a half, not a regular 25-minute lunch or whatever. I was like, you don't understand. I was like, we're at a buffet today. I was like, even if this is real, I'm not doing this right now. I'm going to go get me my grub.
I've got a baked potato I need to give a crisp high five, so...
Yeah, I was like, I gots to go.
It's everywhere.
They try.
It's fucking... Still the warranty, the extended warranties. I'm still getting those.
They really try with that.
I'm like, dude, it's been years since you started this. Give it up.
Yeah, it's also like, I don't think you would understand what I own.
I don't care if you had Charles Barkley in your fucking commercial. I don't want it. Also, I don't own that vehicle. So.
Yeah. I still get stuff from the Dodge place that I bought my truck from. It's like, bitch, I haven't owned that truck for about 5 years. Like, trade in your truck to get a new truck. It's like, can you look up my name and see I don't own said vehicle? They just send that shit out, trying to rope you into another $75,000 loan on a new vehicle.
Just trying to make $1 out of 15 cents.
Yeah, it's like, you trade in your truck now and you can get this on a brand new 2021 Dodge. It's like, bro, I'm rolling around in a fucking 2003 Ford that I owe like $700 on. It's like, I don't think you understand.
I told one guy, I kind of poked fun at him. I said, you need to get a new hustle, dude. And he responded, you don't know me, bitch. I was like, there it is. There it is. I hope you have a nice day.
Was that the warranty one?
No, I don't remember what that one was. That was a while back.
The one that called that I owed back taxes on wasn't. You could clearly hear the Indian accent, and we ended up calling it back once, and they were still the IRS, and we gave them shit, and they hung up on us. And then we called them back again, and then they were still the IRS, but they knew it was us pretty quickly. So they hung up, and then the third time we called back, they answered as Microsoft. And we were like, oh shit, your business changed. And then they fucking hung up, and we tried to call back, and they disconnected the line. It was pretty fun.
That's fun.
It was a fun work day.
That's fun, especially if you can get them to engage back.
Yeah. They just kept answering.
Every time I get them to engage back, it's by accident. I'm not trying to fuck with them. They just happen to take something wrong. And that guy straight up said, "You don't know me, bitch." It's like, all right.
That is pretty good, though.
Have a blessed day.
I know the last time it happened to a guy I was working with at Rain for Rent, we were driving home like late in the afternoon, and they called him about his warranty. And so he was like getting into it. He's like, "Oh, really? So what's the warranty you have? Like, what vehicle?" And they were like pulling up the information. He's like, "Oh, so what's this new one?" And like they kept going through it, and then he was like, "That's not the vehicle I own. Can you stop calling me, please?" And then they hung up. Like, just out of nowhere. So he called him back. He's like, "If you ever fucking hang up on me like that, I'm just trying to get information." And he's just, like, yelling at him. Like,
they're like, "Sir, it's 5,000 mile hubcap to hubcap."
He was fucking, like, he was yelling at him. Like, "I was getting information, and then you hang up on me." And then they hung up on him again. I was like, that was pretty good. Make them think a little bit about before they talk some shit.
I got on my work phone. I don't have it. And I don't, SCI like deletes shit by themselves. It's junk, but this dude sent a picture of this big old fucking bud, this marijuana thing. And I was like, "Bro, what you think?" I said, "I think you got the wrong number, dude." He's like, "Who's this?" And I said, "Officer Cooper," or something like that. He's like, "Oh shit."
I think
Bye.
I think the best one I ever got was someone texted me and asked if that truck, like, is that truck still for sale? To which I had no truck for sale. So I went on to Google and I found an image of like an old Chevy stuck in a tree.
Yeah.
Like a big oak tree.
I remember this.
And then I sent it to that and I was like, "Yeah, you can have it, or you can buy it. You just got to get it out of the tree." And then he sent it back. He's like, "All right, cool." And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm not the fucking guy."
Yeah.
I think I also got a picture of Care Bears once or something like that. Maybe I sent a picture of Care Bears, someone asking me if I wanted drugs or something. I can't remember.
The world's loaded with scams. And you know what's even more crazy? Mike graduated high school. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah. Mike, who's somewhat MIA in the server.
Yeah, that brings nothing to the table anymore. Yeah,
I feel like you've had a good portion of time where he hasn't done anything, and you could have tested the waters.
Just say something. Is he still a mod?
Oh, yeah.
Say something just horribly offensive. See if he gets rid of it.
The other, like a while ago, I was actually going to type in there and see if like he was just not in the server anymore. Just to test the water, see if he was still there. So I feel like, yeah, you could catch him slipping now and then.
Now that he's all graduated, thinks he's better just because he graduated high school.
What does it matter? He graduated in Colorado.
Yeah.
All the teachers are high.
Pussies.
Did you hear that apparently there was a possibility that Rogers was going to Colorado, Denver?
I heard that. And
I doubt it, but that'd be fucking nuts.
if he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I'm not going to lose or gain any sleep either way.
Shitty thing is Denver's not the team they were before. Like, who would he have to throw to?
You can talk all the shit you want, but I'd like to remind you that your Saints are now going to be the dumpster of the NFC South.
What the fuck are you talking about? We still have the exact same fucking team other than our quarterback.
Right.
We had a substitute.
He was the only reason you guys were as good as you were.
Last year, we had 3 games where he was injured, and our backup, we won every single game. And 2 years ago, we had him out for 2 games, and we won both of those.
So you guys are going to start Taysom Hill for 17 games? And you think...
2 years ago, it was... he plays for the Panthers now.
Oh, Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah. 2 years ago, it was him. He won 3 games, and then last year it was Jameis Winston won 1, and then
You guys should make Jameis Winston your starter.
I feel like they're going to, which is pretty not good.
Yeah.
But either way, we're like 6-0 in the last 2 years without Breeze.
Yeah, but Breeze isn't a part of the system anymore.
I mean, yeah, I feel like they should be the ones lobbying for Aaron Rodgers, but I doubt that Green Bay will let him go to the NFC.
Yeah, no.
I know.
No.
No. But yeah, either way, I feel like they need to pull in some. Like, I have faith in Hill, but I think he could be pretty decent. He seems like more of a
Maybe a little better than mediocre.
yeah, but he seems like a phenomenal player. In like he's like just that X factor kind of guy. Like,
sure.
When he goes in at running back or tight end, like he gets us really good plays. So I don't know if he should be a dedicated quarterback.
I don't know. And honestly,
Did you see that Denver's old boy fucking? Oh, what the hell is that terrible quarterback's name that won a playoff game? Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow got signed to like the Jags as a tight end or something like that.
oh, did he get signed?
As a tight end, finally he stopped holding out.
That's only because of Urban Meyer. You knew the second Urban Meyer entered the picture, he was going to bring his boy Tebow along somewhere.
Well, he should have stopped trying to be a quarterback about 6 years ago, and he could have been playing forever.
Yeah. But he didn't. But he's also super handsome. He's super cool, and he's got a lot more millions of dollars than I do. So I have no room to talk shit.
Isn't he working as like an announcer or something like that?
For the SEC network. He was.
College?
An analyst. Yeah. Maybe something else before or after that,
I'm
but
pretty
I
sure
don't know.
he signed as like a tight end or something like that.
Well, good for him.
Did you watch the fucking Jazz lose?
I hope he gets a flat tire. No, I haven't watched any NBA playoffs.
Dude.
Bro, like, sports almost don't matter to me at all right now.
Well, all I know is Game 6 Jazz were the number 1 team in the entire NBA. They were going up against the number 4 team, the Clippers. In Game 6, they were up 25 points at the half, I think. Maybe into the third quarter, up 25 points. And they fucking lost by like 10 points. Like, I don't even understand how that's physically possible.
I think the only thing that matters is LeBron James and his Lakers lost out in the first round. I think that's really all that matters.
It's a good playoffs. Like, the Lakers aren't in, the Cavaliers, or like, all the normal teams aren't in, which makes it a better playoffs. But still, I'm not really into NBA. Sports are kind of, I've put too much love into them, and they've beaten me down to the point where they're just kind of like a background thing now. But the Jazz were the number 1 team, and they were into the second round of the playoffs. And then they lost a 25-point lead in Game 6 to lose. If they had won that game, they would have come home, and they could have possibly gone.
They were a 6 seed?
I think the Clippers were 4.
Jazz had the best record in the NBA.
Jazz were the number 1 team. They
were number 1?
They beat the lowest team, and then the Jazz went to the second round, and then they were playing like the 4th ranked team. 4th ranked in the whatever. But, yeah.
Well, my heart goes out to all those Jazz players. I am so sorry you have to sit on the couch and count your millions of dollars.
My thing is, I can't have faith in the Jazz because every year that we have a really good team, the next year we're like, you know what? Maybe we don't need 3 of these guys that are like the most important 3. We're going to go into rebuild again because the Jazz can't offer as much money as is needed. So they're like, yeah, we're going to have to let you go, bro.
It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. And it's not a porcupine.
True facts.
What kind of time we got?
We're probably good.
Fucking daddy needs to go shower and pass out soon.
You're not supposed to shower. We're in a drought.
I'm washing my ass. I'm for sure washing my ass tonight. Nose goes.
I don't even know why you do it.
It just makes me happy.
I'm glad it makes you happy.
It's the happiest I am.
You want us to wait for the 3 seconds of silence?
It's the happiest I get during this pod. So just let me have that. You already took away that 3 seconds of silence bullshit.
You can have the nose goes and the fucking when I'm trying to slap the fucking.
Yeah. You can't do anything about that. That's the thing
really
that makes
can't. Unless I like knock you out.
That's what makes that so beautiful is you can't do anything about it.
Well, you know what? Fuck you then.
All right, go ahead and say what you got to say to these people.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, death threats, ransom notes.
You're going to fuck this up, aren't you? You are. All right.
Or ransom notes. Send them to I'm with the outcrowd at gmail.com. We're on Twitter, Instagram, at the outcrowd pod, Patreon, Discord, Etsy, YouTube. Just remember, our opinions don't matter, so why the fuck should yours? Bye.
Okay. You need to figure this out because Zach quit, and you're now the guy.
Well, see, I prefer to do it more fluid and just go with the motion, whereas he's more fucking robotic and got everything memorized and tries to keep it all straight.
He's only robotic because he's awkward.
Well, no, he's robotic because he's got it memorized, like, to the point where if he forgets, if he skips a beat, he loses it. Whereas I want to be more fluid with it. All right, so fuck you.
That's fine.
Is it? Because you fucking talk shit on it every time I do it.
Because it's so bad.
Ah! Stop farting in here.
I farted one time, man.
That's more than enough.
One little fart and everyone gets mad.
Yeah, because it's gonna fucking reek.
You don't know that yet. You will here in a minute.